Welcome back, grade 10s. Now, let us just wrap up our lesson. But before we do that, let us just recap on the lesson overview, which is our concept map. Our first topic or subtopic that we unpacked in this lesson was the meaning of 3 business sectors, followed by the relationship between business sectors and meaning of formal and informal sectors, and lastly, we looked at the importance of the formal and informal sectors. Let us look at the new words and language recap, the new words that cropped up during our lesson. The term primary sector, we saw it, and the definition, it says it deals with the extraction of raw materials and natural resources. Moving on to the second term, which was secondary sector, involves the process of transforming raw materials into finished or unfinished products. Another term was tertiary sector, refers to industries that offer services to other businesses and consumers. We further came across the term that is formal sector. Businesses in the formal sector are registered businesses who pay taxes to the government. And the last term was informal sector. Businesses in the informal sector refer to businesses that are not registered and do not pay tax on the profits of the business. Let us look at the common errors recap. Here are the misconceptions. Some learners confuse the relationship amongst the 3 business sectors that we have. So you must not confuse actually the relationship or the link between the 3 sectors. You need to understand that each and every sector depends on another sector. Like we said that the primary sector depends on the secondary sector for the machinery, for the equipment that they use. The secondary sector depends on the primary sector for the raw materials that they have to transform. Both the primary and secondary sector, they depend on the tertiary sector for the services, transportation, your financing, whereby we find your banking, we find our insurance. Then the recommendations would be that differentiate clearly amongst the 3 business sectors and explain how they are interrelated. For example, business sectors are businesses that operate in these sectors. They can operate as primary, secondary, or tertiary sectors. It is important to know the examples of each business sector and be able to identify each sector from the given scenarios and statements. During our lesson, we did talk about the examples, what are the examples that you find under the primary sector, your fishing, your mining. Under secondary sector, our manufacturing companies, our construction companies. Under tertiary sector, you'd find our transportation, you'd find also our financing. Those are some of the examples that you need to know so that you can be able to identify from the scenario and be able to answer. Now, let us look at our challenge question. This is the challenge I'm giving to you at home. You need to conduct research on the importance of formal and informal sectors. Ask your teacher for useful references you can use. With that being said, I hope today's lesson was fruitful and what you learned today does not nullify yesterday, but it does make tomorrow better, and hope to see you again. Goodbye, grade 10s.